Begin in a standing position at the back of your mat. On your inhale, reach your arms up and overhead, gaze fingertips. Exhale, forward fold, head down. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Tadasana, rise, arms reach up, look up, big stretch to the sky. Exhale, fold again. Last time, halfway lift and lengthen, press through your heels. Exhale, fold, head down and breathe. Tadasana, rise, arms reach up, your right hand grabs your left wrist, big pull open, press down into your left foot, maybe look underneath your left arm, and then switch sides, left hand to the right wrist, big pull open. Inhale, back through center, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, head down. Halfway lift, inhale. Walk all the way out to a high plank posture. Hold high plank, take your gaze between your thumbs. Lower all the way down to your belly, untuck your toes, slide out onto your forearms for Sphinx. Spread your fingertips wide, grip into all 10 of your fingers, reach your heart forward, press down into your feet. Drop your right shoulder down and look behind the left, and then your left shoulder down and look behind the right. Inhale it back through center, head down, tuck your toes, press to high plank, downward facing dog, melt your heels. Breathe in your downward facing dog. Gaze back between the knees, maybe walk out your dog, bending one knee and then the other to loosen up through your calves. Arms are long and straight with your chest pulling back towards your thighs. On your inhale, high on the toes, exhale, melt the heels. Inhale, high on toes, exhale, heels melt. Last time, high on the toes and hold, exhale, heels down. Walk your hands back to meet your feet at the back of your mat. Hang in a ragdoll, grabbing opposite elbows, letting the crown of your head be heavy towards the floor. You might shake your head yes and no. You might sway the body side to side. Taking a slight bend in the knees if the low back or the hamstrings feel tight, try to relax here. Release your binds, take a deep bend in your right knee. Your right hand stays down, your left hand lifts up, twist. Pull your left hip away from your left shoulder. Switch sides, deep bend in your left knee. Inhale, right arm lifts, lengthen your right side body. Exhale, forward fold all the way back down. On your inhale, Tadasana, rise, arms reach up and overhead, big stretch, chest to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Walk out to a high plank position and lower through Chaturanga Dandasana. Hold your upward facing dog, reaching your heart forward. Maybe head falls back, downward facing dog, heels melt. Lift your right leg up to 3-point, take a bend in your right knee, pressing really strong through your right palm. Circle your ankle in one direction, and then circle in the other. Straighten the leg, draw the right knee into the chest, drop to the right shin, take modified side plank, big stretch of the left arm up and overhead, bicep over ear. Taking a few deep breaths here. Lower the left hand down, downward facing dog. This time left leg lifts up, take a bend in the left knee, big stretch open through the hips, stack them on top of each other, pull your chest back, circle the ankle. Draw the left knee in and drop down to the left shin for modified side plank. Right hand reaches up and overhead. Big stretch from the blade of your right foot to the tip of your right pinky finger. And then both hands down, step back to downward facing dog and breathe here. On your inhale, step your right leg forward to low lunge. Drop down to your left knee, bring the hands to the top of your right thigh with your left palm in front of your right, guiding your knee forward and out a little bit as you lift through your chest. Maybe right arm comes to the back of the left thigh, maybe gaze up to your left thumb, big stretch of the chest towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Drop into half splits, straightening your right leg, pulling your right hip back in line with the left, lengthen and fold into your right shin. Breathing deeply into your right hamstring, reaching the top of your head towards the top of your foot. Halfway lift, shift weight forward, step your left foot up and behind your right foot, so you're crisscrossing at the ankles, lining up the pinky toes. Head down, breathe here into your hip. Feeling this in your IT band, shake your head loose. Uncross your left foot, find grounded warrior 3. Press your left heel back behind you, fold your forehead into your right shin. Lunge back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here, reset. Left side to low lunge. Drop down to your right knee. Bring the hands to the top of your left thigh with your right palm in front of your left. Guide your knee forward and out a little bit as you lift through your chest, engaging through your right glute. Maybe left hand to the back of the right thigh. Gaze up to your right fingertips. Breathing. And then drop into half split. Straighten your left leg, lengthen and fold down. Pull your left hip back. Reach the top of your head towards the top of your foot. Shift weight forward. Step your right foot back behind your left foot, crisscrossing at the ankles, lining up pinky toes, lengthen and fold down into this. Shake your head loose, breathe into your hip and your IT band. And then uncross, sending the right leg back behind you, head down, breathe, grounded warrior 3. Lunge back, step to downward facing dog, reset. From your down dog, jump through to seated. Bring your feet together and your knees apart for Baddha Konasana. Sit up tall on your inhale, hinge and fold on your exhale. Think about rolling your hips back as you reach your heart forward, trying to reach your nose past your toes, lengthening through the crown of your head. Slowly come out of this. Extend your right leg out, fold your left foot into your right thigh, lengthen and drop down into your right shin, finding Janu Shirshasana A. So stretching into your right hamstring, reaching the top of your head towards the top of your foot. From here, drop into the gate variation, right arm to the inside of the right thigh, reach your left arm overhead, deep breathing into the left side of the low back. If you have the space, maybe left hand to the outer blade of the right foot. Rotate chest open, breathe deeply. Slowly come up out of this and cross your left ankle over your right knee and take a twist. Your right elbow comes to the outside of your left thigh. Pull your right toes back towards your face. Press really strong into your left palm. Sit up tall and open through your chest. Roll out of this and switch sides. Fold your right foot into your left thigh and drop down into Janu Shirshasana, lengthening and folding into the left shin, breathing into your left hamstring. Try to soften the body, soften the face. And taking the gate variation, dropping the left arm to the inside of the left thigh, reaching up and overhead through the right fingertips, breathing into the right side of your low back. Maybe the bind is available, right hand to the outer blade of the left foot. A roll out of this, take your right foot, cross it over the left knee, left elbow comes to the outside of the right thigh, ground super strong down into your right palm, sit up really tall and pull the toes back towards your face, breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Start to roll out of this. From here, laying back onto your back, setting up for bridge pose. So you're going to walk your heels in as close to your butt as you can, lift your hips, maybe interlace hands together underneath you, walk your shoulder blades together, lift your hips up as high as you can and breathe. Chin and chest reaching together, resting on your shoulder blades and not your vertebrae. Slowly lower down out of this. Bring the feet together and the knees apart. Hands can come to rest by your sides, on your belly, maybe one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Paying attention to your breath and slowing yourself down. From here, draw the knees into the chest, rock and roll your way up. Finding a seated forward fold, extend both legs straight out in front of you. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold forward. Take some length in the spine here, really trying to reach the top of your head towards the tops of your feet and breathing into your hamstrings. If this is uncomfortable, bend your knees slightly if you feel any discomfort in your hamstrings or your low back. Take a couple more breaths here and start to round up. Coming into pigeon on the right side, your right shin is going to come forward. Your left leg extends straight back behind you. Your goal here is to have square hips. You should be able to see your right knee to the outside of your right side body. Fold as deeply as you can and just try to relax into your pigeon. Slowly start to make your way out of this. Bend your back left knee, coming up to your palms, and hook your left foot onto your right arm, or maybe all the way into your elbow, taking a quad stretch. Try to keep your hips square towards the front of your mat. Release your quad stretch, sit up nice and tall in your pigeon, and then we're just going to switch sides. Bring your left shin forward, your right leg back behind you, and settle down into your pigeon. Remember, if you have any knee pain here, it's totally cool to come up and take a seated variation of pigeon or to take pigeon on your back, but we definitely don't want to hold this posture if there's any pain in the knee. A few more breaths here, softening wherever you can, letting the body relax and recover. Slowly start to walk up to the palms, bend your back right leg, reach back for the right foot with the hand or into the crease of the elbow. Try to keep hips square and chest lifted as you stretch your right quadricep and hip flexor. Release the foot, sit up nice and tall and straight. And then exhale, roll to the left hip. And find downward facing dog, step back and breathe. Walk your hands back to meet your feet at the back of the mat, hanging in one last forward fold. Arms reach up and overhead, big stretch skyward. Hands to heart center, and namaste. Have a great day, guys.